Hello everyone and good evening. I'm Linus and I'm the coach of the BSH SmartGrow project, which is led by Jan Philipp, our project lead. We have 4 customers, including Maria, Torsten, Barish and Berkay, and our 6 motivated developers, Adam, Chan, Paul, Lisa, Philip and Rodrigo. But first of all, let us show you a bit more in what we're doing in our project.
This is Bosch SmartGrow. It's the ultimate device for growing healthy and nutritious herbs within the comfort of your own home. And all that without getting your hands dirty. Planting seeds couldn't be any easier. With the SmartGrow app, you can leverage augmented reality and state-of-the-art machine learning technology to check on your plant's health and much more. Bosch SmartGrow. Smart indoor gardening.
So, hello everyone, I'm John and I'm going to introduce you our visionary scenario for our system. This is Maria, our indoor gardener, and this is our SmartGrow, which she has been using for a while and already has a basil planted inside. Maria wants to inspect the health of her basil. She can do this easily just by pointing her phone camera towards the plant, and just in seconds she'll receive the status of her plant. And as you can see, her basil is perfectly healthy. Her basil is also ready to be harvested, but Maria doesn't know what to plant after she harvests it. Luckily, just at this moment, she receives a tip from her app, suggesting her to plant a parsley afterwards, based on her previous gardening behavior and other gardeners in her area. Now, saved from this hard decision, Maria can happily harvest her basil, which she does. This harvest gives her 100 experience points, which was just above the amount she required to level up. Thus, she also earns the badge Master Botanist. Now, our new Master Botanist, Maria, can plant her parsley in the new empty spot. But in the last moment, she changes her mind and decides to plant tomatoes instead. She searches for tomatoes in our app, but unfortunately, they are not offered at this time. But Maria really loves tomatoes, and she insists. And we don't want to make her sad, right? So we offer her the opportunity to click on a Request Seeds button to send us her feedback, and we assure her that we'll be providing tomato seeds in the nearest future possible. Now, to sum up the points that we discussed, our functional requirements are health inspection, requesting seeds, tips and recommendations, and gamifying the experience. Apart from these, we also have a constraint, which is working on an existing UI kit app. All the new features that we developed are in Swift UI, and to make them interact more smoothly, we also reworked the existing UI kit app in Swift UI. And now I want to hand over to Rodrigo, who will give you some insight on the structure of our system. Thank you.
Thank you, John. I'm Rodrigo. And now we'll go on to take a closer look at our models, and that way you can gain some further insight. So, what are the main players? First, there's the user, which we call him the gardener. Next to him is what the gardener desires, a tasty plant. And what could be better to connect both of these but an indoor garden? Okay, let's take a closer look now. A plant consists of different plant parts, for example, a leaf, a stem, or a flower. We can inspect those to determine if the plant is healthy. For the indoor garden, it has a water tank located at the bottom and multiple height modules. That's the name of the central columns which raise the light unit. For the gardener, he can optionally decide to enter his location, and in turn, he'll receive better recommendations. Furthermore, for good gardening behavior, we reward him with badges. So let's connect everything and move on to the final classes, which are the plant store. Here, the gardener will search for plants and add them to his favorites. Furthermore, there are recipes. The gardener could choose the ones he likes the most. And based on the plants that are contained in these recipes, he'll get recommendations. Lastly, there's the season. We use this because we want to recommend seed as plants which are currently in season. Okay, let's move back to icons and group this together. So the first subsystem is the smart gardening unit. It contains the indoor garden and plants. It interacts with the gardener subsystem by sending him notifications. These remind him to replenish his water tank or add additional height modules. Furthermore, there's the gardening game subsystem. Here we generate badges which provide an extra motivational boost. Then there is the plant health inspection subsystem. We detect sicknesses here and classify them. And lastly, we have the tip engine. Here we create useful tips such as on what plant to plant next. Okay, let's take a look at a live demo with Adam and Lisa.
Hello, Lisa. Want to come over for some mojitos?
Hey, sure. I'll be right there.
Yes, please. Oh, that was fast. Okay.
Whoa, what is this?
Ah, that's my new SmartGrow device. I got it as a Christmas gift.
How does it work?
Actually, I use it to grow my own plants indoor, and I can also track their health and their progress. And look here, it also comes with an iOS app. So here I have my virtual garden where I can see all the plants I have on it. I can click on one plant and see the progress, and also how many days still until I can harvest it.
Cool. Can we, for example, plant some strawberries?
Yeah, you can try it yourself if you want. So all you have to do is click on the plus button. Then you will have a list with all available plants. You can use the search bar to look for strawberries. Oh, they don't have strawberries now. So all you have to do is click on the I would be interested in strawberries button, and then BSH will get a notification and will make sure it's there in the future. So for now, maybe try some mint, because we need mint for mojitos, actually.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So what you can do is also add it to favorite, so that you can plant it next time. And then actually filter, and then you find it here, like in the bottom. Click on here. How do we get the keyboard? Sorry.
There we go.
Here is mint.
Okay.
You plant it. And here is your mint now in the SmartGrow.
Perfect. Oh, this leaf here doesn't look so healthy. Is it all right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Actually, there's another feature in the app called Check Leaf here, where by simply taking a picture of the leaf, you can get quick feedback, and you're right, actually. This leaf is burned, and we get a tip to add a height module because it's really close to the leaf and it's burning them.
Wicked. Well, I think I need one of these too.
Yeah. So maybe
How does this machine learning stuff actually work with the image
So-
classification?
Actually, we had a really great development team which collected like thousands of images from their own plants, from BSH experts, and also from open source images. And then they used Core ML to train an image classifier to detect those sicknesses, as you can see here. So we have 6 categories of sicknesses, and we can give tailored advice to the user according to the sickness we detected.
Really cool. Well, let's drink to my new acquisition.
Let's drink to it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Adam. Now then, where does this leave us? So as you saw in the demo and the previous slides, we now have a functioning plant health recognition using state-of-the-art machine learning technology. On top of that, we've reworked several aspects of the existing app in SwiftUI, including the plant list, which now offers users the ability to search for plants, add their favorites, and should the desired plant not be available, they can make a request to BSH directly from the app. So from a technical point of view, all of these features are done. Mind you, visual changes are always up for discussion, of course. As for what we want to accomplish in the future, our main point of focus will be augmented reality. Using Apple's AR kit, we want to provide interactive harvesting tutorials and the ability to place a virtual SmartGrow in augmented reality so users can find the perfect spot for the new indoor gardening device. Next, we'd like to add a plant history feature, so users can check on their previously harvested plants and herbs within the app. Tying into that will be our gamification. So as you saw in the visionary scenario before, users will then be able to earn badges and points based on their harvesting history. And finally, and most importantly, we want to provide unique and useful tips and tricks to users based on factors such as location, seasonal data, and personal food preferences. So from our side, that's a wrap, and we'd now like to hand it over to our customers to ask a quick question. Thank you.
Thank you, team. I'm really proud of what you have achieved during this time. You showed what was the biggest challenge until now. I will be curious to know what do you think will be the biggest challenge until February. And in addition, I would like to know how was that mojito?
Okay, so for the first part, I can at least do the answer. From what we see now, it will probably be the augmented reality stuff, because this is something we haven't worked into yet, or not really deeply. And as we know from the past now, there can always be unforeseen challenges. So this will definitely be the most challenging part, especially getting it right. So having a polished experience which is really convincing and useful to the user. And for the second part, I guess.
So the mojito was very basil-y, but it was very nice and fresh, so very good.
Thank you, team.
Thank you.